that is basically it for today's video.
Huh? Yeah, I'm in control of the blog. You know how COVERGIRL.
Girl, what you put in this? I don't know, but it be working. So welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys nobody waited for this. I was gonna say long awaited, but it doesn't seem as though anybody cares about. I wanted to share my updated, current, flawless makeup routine. I've been beating my face left and right, and it has been coming out good every single time. This is the best my base routine has been in a long time. It's also perfect for the springtime, and now that we're approaching warmer weather, you should be covered with this look that we're about to get into. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm so excited to get into it. I've been loving my makeup. I really have. Like, I am kind of like, who is she every time I look in the mirror? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start off by pinning my hair back. I recently got these clips off Amazon. Game changer. I use them all the time, even like for things that don't involve makeup. They're just so cute. So it's like, I don't know, I love them. But they clearly do help when you're like, I don't know, getting ready and you want to be cute. That's it. It just helps. It activates the I feel cute before the makeup gets put on, you know? So you kind of need it. I mean, anyways, so let's start off with my brows. That's usually where I start first. I have gotten into brow gel. That's a lie. My lips are so dry right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and moisturize my lips with my Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. When I tell you this is a different breed, okay? It's not your normal lip gloss. It really genuinely feels like a butter is on your lips. Like, it's literally so buttery. And they recently came out with different colors. They've been sold out of the one that I've been looking for, but they recently came out with more colors. But this is the vanilla, and it's just like a simple clear gloss. I love it. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I'm not gonna say this is the best one, because, you know, this is the only one and first one that I've tried of its kind. So, you know, I guess you could play around with different brow gels, because I feel like brow gels will kind of be like mascaras, you know, like they all kind of do the same thing. But I do realize that if you're not careful with these, it could leave like a little bit of some residue. So you want to make sure you're letting it dry, because these need to dry on your eyebrows to really set them in place. So yeah, I recently got my eyebrows done, so we don't have a lot of hair to work with, which I'm starting to enjoy the thin brow. So I kind of just do like so and let them dry. So I'll just like fan like this. Now that it's getting a little bit warmer, you kind of want everything to be set in place. That is the key, because I'm so sorry. Like, I can do a no makeup, but I still want a beat face. Like, I still want to look beat down. I still want to look like, yeah. So I like to find things that really set my makeup instead of like lessening my makeup. So brow setter is definitely added to the list, because it just keeps your brows like in place. Since my brows are dry, I'm gonna go in with my eyebrow pencil. I've been using this one by Ruby Kisses, and this is like regular beauty supply store, drugstore. I'm not picky with my eyebrow pencils at all. I feel like kind of achieve the same things, but some people have their preferences. But right now I'm using this one in the color light medium brown, and I just kind of like to test to see if it's dry, feel. So I'm just gonna go in and follow the natural shape of my brows. The current shape of my brows to fill them in. I'm not gonna go too heavy, because that will create more of a dramatic eyebrow, and I kind of like for them to look more softer these days. So I'm just gonna go in and lightly fill them in. so this looks really good to me right now, so I'm just gonna stop here and go in with my concealer. This is something I will never stop doing. A lot of people started doing their brows differently, and apparently how I do my brows is, you know, 2017, 2016 style. I mean, I have tweaked it a little bit, but I still outline my brows. I feel like it just makes your brows pop. It gives your face just a cleaner look. I personally love it. So this will be the concealer of the day. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This has been fire for my makeup recently, so we're just gonna shout it out from now, because we will be going back to this throughout the video. When it comes to outlining my brows, I like to use a really sharp kind of square brush. It's easiest to control the concealer with a brush like this, and it doesn't put too much. I kind of just start from the middle and outline my brow, and honestly, this is why you don't have to perfectly fill in your brows, because when you use concealer, you could like clean it up extra to the way you prefer it to look. What I have stopped doing is filling the top. Okay, I don't put concealer on the top of my brows anymore. I will admit that it makes it more natural when it's just underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with my Morphe brush. This brush has been like my best friend in my makeup routine. I love it. It's just like a staple. It's super fluffy. It's perfect for this exact, like, I couldn't imagine using this on my eye. Like, it's way too round. So I just thought it was perfect for fluffing out and blending out the concealer that I place under my brows. Now that the brows are done, it's time for face. I used to be the type of girl to do eyebrows then eyes, and honestly, when you're doing a more dramatic look with a lot of glitter or like a really eyeshadow look, like a really heavy eyeshadow look, I'll say okay, then I will go back to doing eyes before face, just because of the fallout of the eyeshadow and the glitter. It makes more sense. But I'm just obsessed with doing my face before my eyes now. I don't know, I feel like it gives my makeup extra time to set. So let's get into it. Let's get into face, which is the most important part, okay? So let's get into it. I'm so excited because when I tell you bomb, bomb. Okay, so first item that has, y'all know I've been talking about this item forever. It's the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Now, I've tried other primers. This is my favorite one so far. In terms of like drugstore, I also recently tried the Laura Mercier primer, but it was very drying for me. It didn't really work that well, so the oldie but goodie, reliable, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. So I like to take this directly onto my fingertips so that I'm not like losing any product, either directly on my fingertips or straight on my face from the tube, and kind of focus it just around my T-zone, because that is where I will get the most oily if I am to get oily, because I have really dry skin. But if you're out and it's warm outside, you want to make sure you're getting the areas that you know are your oily spots. I will say though, I feel like the first batch of these were a little bit stickier than, I don't know, or maybe mine is just expired, girl. Anyway, now it's time for our base above the primer, and that is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. If you guys have not tried this yet, please give this a go. I don't know what it does, but it just preps the skin for your foundation, and it is a beautiful base underneath your foundation, and it's just so cute. Like, the applicator is so cute. I honestly, you didn't hear it from me. Yes, you did, because I want my kudos if this really takes off. But I feel like things like this that are just like more fun to use and just cuter are like more marketable, like because it's just like the doe foot and it's just so that just makes me like I need it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't have to do too much with this. I just like to apply it all over to kind of give my face that layer before I go in with foundation. And I like to use a damp beauty blender just to blend it out. If you're looking for a glowy, like the glow is just beautiful. I really, really like this. So, and it's like $9. It's like $9 off of Ulta. It's just perfect. So, and I must say I have gone out using the, like just this alone. And I think because it is so glowy, it's not the best on its own. Like it's good with something on top of it. I don't know about you guys, but I know some of you guys can relate. You don't have to go out and tan. You don't have to go out and be on vacation. You don't have, just me walking outside when it's 80 degrees and more, I'm getting darker. I don't even have to be like purposely trying to, just outside, I will just naturally, like the warm weather, just something in the melanin just starts. I'm already using like a summer shade. I kind of been using this because my winter shade has just been off for a little while now. So this Fenty foundation, I think I might go ahead and purchase this in a winter shade because this has brought my makeup to another level. But I'm gonna go ahead and use my Fenty Hydrating Longwear foundation. Hydrating, longwear, the two things that I need for the warmer weather and for my skin in particular. So if you have oily skin, I don't know if this foundation will work the best for you because it is meant for like people with dry skin. So I'm just gonna go and apply this directly on the face, and I like to do just little pumps like that because I will be mixing foundations. So if I am to use a makeup brush, it's gonna be the e.l.f. foundation brush. I typically like to stick to my beauty blenders, but when I am going for a more pronounced beat, I'll use a makeup brush, and I like to just damp it with my spray bottle with water because I don't know, it just makes the product blend better on the skin. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start blending out this foundation. When it comes to using a brush, I like to kind of just spread out the product with the brush, and then I'm gonna go back in with my beauty blender to just really give it like that flawless. I don't know if you could tell the difference of the brush and then the brush and the beauty blender, but it kind of just makes it more like airbrushed, and that is the look that I like to go for when I do my makeup. So using the brush and beauty blender is kind of like a little hack. And because, so as you guys can see, this is kind of like a darker foundation, as I said. So the foundation that is my go-to ride or die, your makeup will always look nice with this foundation, is the Maybelline Fit Me. But this is such a gentle foundation. Like it doesn't really give your face is beat, your makeup is done. It's more so like very natural and very light and like a second layer of skin. And I like that, but not all the time. Like sometimes I wanna be a little bit more intense. So I like to use this along with my Fenty to really give that like perfect balance. And this is also like my winter shade. So it's perfect to blend the two because one is darker and one kind of like balances it out. And my shade is in 355 Coconut. So yes, girl. This one I'll apply to my hand like so, and then just go right in with the beauty blender and start applying that. So you see it kind of like cools down the Fenty because it's really red. And I feel like it's kind of like a highlighting effect, but with foundation, if that makes sense. And don't forget to bring it down to your neck. I do have a lot of dark marks underneath my chin because I used to have a lot of breakouts. They've kind of like subsided. So I'm really happy about that. And sometimes, you know, you do grow hair under here sometimes, girl. So it leaves dark marks sometimes. So I like to just cover that up and make sure that I have everything covered. Now is my favorite part, which is concealer. I'm gonna go ahead with the CoverGirl concealer. This one is in the shade Golden Caramel, and I feel like it's kind of been perfect for me lately. Instead of going like a full triangle under the eye, I like to do the beginning of the eye and the outside. I don't know why. I feel like that just helps shape my eyes more. So this is where we place it. And get the outside as well. Tip of the nose instead of the whole bridge. Yeah, so basically all the high points on the face. This concealer is really creamy, and that's something I love about it because it's just so pretty once it's blended out. Now, I don't like to let my concealer dry underneath my eyes for too long because I feel like it's really hard to blend it out if it's sitting there for too long. So I let it sit for like a little bit and then I go ahead and start blending. And I like to carry the concealer over my eyelid to kind of work as a primer and a base for my eyeshadow. So I just blend out over my eyelid and then keep on blending. So we are fully blended and concealed right now. I'm gonna go straight in with my powder. That's what I like to do. And something else I've been doing, I guess I kind of do limit the products. I don't use cream contour or like a liquid contour or anything like that. I'll just kind of faux contour, if you will. Ooh, did I just, yeah, let's call it faux contouring. So I like to go in with my powder. Now this is the powder that I feel like is worth every penny, although I will not be spending it, because I have this one, which is in Cinnabon by Huda Beauty. It's the Huda Beauty setting powder. Amazing, flawless, perfect. Is it my shade? No. It's a little bit darker than I like my setting powder, so I just blend it with my Sasha Buttercup because it's lighter. I feel like what really gives my skin that flawless, we've been set with powder is the Huda Beauty. Huda! Girl, what you put in this? I don't know, but it be working. So, I'm just going to, like, as you guys could see, it's a little dark. I'm gonna take one of my little triangle powder puffs that I got from Amazon and just dip it into the Huda powder. I'm gonna go into my Sasha Buttercup, get a little bit of that on me as well. Tap it so the excess product is the excess products is removed, and then I kind of just go in like so. And I like to go over the eye with this as well to kind of set the concealer that we put there so it doesn't start creasing and mess up the eyeshadow. So the faux contouring really starts with the powder, because once you get the powder and you kind of like trace your nose, it kind of gives your nose the effect that you contoured it without actually using product. I just find contour so difficult to blend out, so I like to just faux contour when I can. I don't mind going heavier with the Sasha in places that I want to like contour. So under the eye, I'll focus more with the Huda, and then because that I want to be really matte, and here I will put the lighter powder just so that it works for the faux contouring. Like, the powder is just so blurring. like I just have to scream. Again, with the faux contouring, I'm gonna take the lighter powder, kind of get the edge of the triangle brush. This is why these are perfect for my little faux contour, because you could just get it on the edge and it's already a line. Like it's already, and you just kind of do like that. Is that not like genius? Like, and it gives the effect that you contoured your cheekbones, and you didn't, because nobody got time for that. Like, yes, perfect, perfecto, perfecto mundo, perfecto, por favore, please. While everything is setting in place, this is when I like to do my eyeshadow. Y'all know I love a pink, I love a light, I love a glitter eyeshadow, but just for the sake of the video, I am gonna do something just really basic, because this is more so like overall makeup instead of like focusing on eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna throw some pink and purple from one of my favorite palettes. This is also by Huda Beauty. This is the Mercury Retrograde palette, and her shadows are so pigmented. The glitters are beautiful. I'm not gonna do any, as you guys can see, this palette has been through it, baby. Been through it and more. So I'm just gonna put some like color in my lids. I'm just gonna have fun with it and girl, move on. Baby, I like you so. So that's really it. I feel like this is just a perfect example of when the face is done and it's done like to your liking, the eyes really don't matter that much. But now I'm just gonna put on my strip lashes. These lashes I have been using for the past 2 days and I love them. I'm gonna insert a picture of the type of lashes that I use. I like to buy beauty supply store eyelashes. I look at the eyelashes that they offer in Sephora and Ulta, but honestly, they don't do them like the beauty supply store. Feel me? Literally, I envy. That's the lash glue and like lash brand that I use. Now that my lashes are on, something that I feel like kind of seals the deal in terms of eyes is putting eyeshadow underneath your lower lash line. It's something that I don't always remember to do, but when I do, it definitely kind of completes my eye look. So so I'm just gonna throw on some mascara as well to kind of finish off the eye. And I'm kind of messy with it because I feel like it kind of adds to the look. Like it makes it look like I have more lashes on the bottom than I do. And to finish off the face, now is when I like to blend out any powder that is left on my face. And sometimes because it's been sitting so long, you really have to really blend it or else that line is gonna be there. Lastly, for face, I'm going to use a blush. For my kind of vibe, I kind of like a deeper pink blush like this one by Revlon. A lot of this stuff that I used in today's video is drugstore and really affordable. You don't need high-end makeup to have a beat face, honestly, at all. So I like to use drugstore and a little bit of high-end. I'm very simple. Sometimes I'm so janky and ghetto. Hold on, because I will be using my brow pencil. Yeah, don't tell nobody though. Please, between me and you. Yeah, pencil and a clear gloss. Y'all know. Y'all know. If you know, you know. Perfect. This is basically the completed look. Okay guys, so that is basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this flawless makeup routine. I literally love the way my makeup comes out when I do it this way, so I definitely wanted to share it with you guys and put you guys on to game. Yeah, so I'm really hoping you enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to comment and subscribe so we can stay connected. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well, because I be on there now. And yeah, so I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.